Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 9th of June. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Commonwealth Bank, Paladin, New Hope, Northern Star and Flight Centre. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting our free newsletter every Thursday, but my better ideas come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you're getting that. But if you do enjoy these videos, please share them around on social media or even leave us a review and sign up to the YouTube channel if you're watching it via YouTube. If you'd like to have a broking account and have me help you personally with when to buy and sell and alert you of my better ideas as they arise, then please give me a call and I'll explain what it takes to open a broking account, and all the advice is general only. So a daily chart here of CBA. Obviously it's been range bound for several months now. It is one that we alerted our clients a week ago to sell out of. I mean, clearly it's just top of the range, putting in a lower high. And as we could see, it's now ready to get back to the bottom of the range. So big volume on the way down yesterday. So obviously just that price action last couple of days is quite negative now. So yeah, very big chance it heads back to the bottom here of the range. We had a triple bottom here before it rallied. So likely to see it back there, of course. And clearly if it was to break that, that would be obviously a big negative. So if we could see it settle down here near this line, you could potentially buy CBA with a tight stop, but you'd have to keep it tight because, as I said, everyone's watching that level. If that breaks, if it breaks, there'll be a swift move. All right, Paladin. So still got a bit of a sideways range here. You know, depending how you draw these lines, I mean, you could have drawn your lines like this with the breakout, only for it to fail. But it does look like it's, you know, let's call it $1. So it's pretty much in the range. It's now in the middle of the range here. So I think to pick it up here at 80 cents, where you've got support down here and resistance up there, is probably higher risk. I think a push above 80, yeah, is a bit of a positive, but again, it's just still within this larger range. So ultimately, I think if you get a push above $1, so if you could just clear all of these peaks, then that would be a lower risk buying opportunity. New Hope Coal. So look, failed to make much progress since April, but I do like the way this is looking here. It's clearly forming an ascending triangle, so we've got the higher lows and there's obviously some clear resistance up at these levels here. So basically this low needs to hold, so if it was to come back, we don't want to see it fall under that low. It needs to remain within the formation, and clearly an upside break is the buy signal. So basically closing up here at a new high would mean that it's resuming the uptrend, and that's your buy signal. Northern Star, I'll just go to a weekly so we can see, you know, big drop here over a year ago, potentially starting to form a base. And as we could see on the daily chart, we've got a couple of higher lows, we've got a higher high, which is a positive, but just, you know, very wild price action in between. So, you know, pretty dangerous to trade, I think. You know, it'd be nice to see just a smaller base with less volatile moves, but ultimately it is making those higher lows. And I think if you were game enough to give it a go, I think you just have to, you know, pretty much this low here at worst at $8 needs to be where your stop is. Flight Centre. So start of the year, it's gone up, which is better than the broader market. So it's made progress. Obviously, this one's also had some big moves sort of large moves during that period of time. Very obvious we've got a range that's tightening up here, so this makes it quite interesting. Tightening range. So basically when it does break, you end up with a big move. Question is, which way is it going to break? You know, it may well be to the upside because this overall trend's to the upside, but you know, also keeping in mind it's had a big drop into this range, so it may well just break to the downside and continue this direction lower. So I couldn't be buying this one or selling it until I got a very clear break in either direction. All right, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We'll look at it next Thursday.